It's a case that began since 2018 and it's generated a lot of public attention and interest. The EFCC had accused the former governor of Acquits State, Mr. Fayose, of receiving a cash payment of 1.8 billion naira from the former Minister of State for Defense, Senator Musiliu Obanikoro, without using a financial institution. Mr. Fayose and one Mr. Abiodun Agbele were also said to have taken possession of another sum of 1.2 billion naira for purposes of funding his 2014 governorship campaign in Ekiti State, money which they reasonably ought to have known formed part of the proceeds of crime. Mr. Fayose pleaded not guilty, and after the EFCC concluded its case against him, he made a no-case submission, claiming that there was nothing the prosecution witnesses said which linked him to any of the offenses. The courtroom of Justice Chukwujeku Aneke could not accommodate everyone who was interested in the ruling on the no-case submission. In his decision, Justice Aneke agreed with the defendants that the witnesses and documents tendered in evidence by the EFCC was not enough to link and prove the guilt of the former governor. The court said it found that the evidence provided by the prosecution witnesses were unreliable and insufficient to warrant the defendants putting in a defense, especially as they lacked documentation to support their claims and testimonies. The judge particularly pointed out that there was no credibility in the evidence of Senator Musiliu Obanikoro, who alleged that he had paid Fayose using party funds. Justice Aneke also held that there was no credible proof of where the money came from, and the statements of some bank staffs failed to establish any link to Mr. Fayose. In the end, the judge concluded that a criminal trial requires proof beyond reasonable doubt, a requirement which was not met in the instant case. He subsequently discharged the former governor and his company, Spotless Investment Limited, which had been charged as the second defendant. It was shouts of joy for the legal team, the defendant and his supporters. Mr. Fayose, who was overcome with emotion, burst into tears, knelt to the ground while crediting God with his victory.
It's nothing but to say, God, I am grateful. This is the second time. My first tenure, I was charged. This tenure too, I was charged. And I'm not the only governor in Nigeria. I've gone through so much of trauma, pains, and equally name-calling, things that are unprecedented. Whatever it is, I am grateful to God.
The EFCC counsel declined to comment on the proceedings, but in a subsequent press release, the commission indicated its readiness to challenge the judgment on appeal. Shola Shuyeli, Channels Television News.